Sounders FC coverage of the Desert Diamond Cup is presented by Adidas. First, what's the feeling in training here with 1 week to go in Tucson?
I mean, it's good. I mean, obviously we got 3 games this week, so the focal point is the games today. We wanted to get a good, decent training day in and still do a little bit of fitness building. Today's probably the last day that we'll do that. Tomorrow's the day before the Wednesday game, so we'll back off on some people. But our feeling's good. Obviously, when you win games, it's always a little bit of a better mood.
You've talked a little bit about the fitness of this group. How is it playing out now with just a couple weeks before the first game?
I mean, it's good. I think where we're at from what you get out of training, it's a matter of now being 90 minutes fit, in games, and you really don't become 90 minutes fit until you start playing, 90 minutes in games. And so, CONCACAF and Champions League is a difficult proposition for MLS teams this early, because I really think it takes a team, 4 weeks into a season to really start to hit their fitness stride. I think the first 4 games in the season, you're somewhere between 75 and 90 fit. There's a little drop off, and you go against Mexican competition, and they've been playing all the time, so they're now 90 minutes fit, and you got to make sure that you stay focused in those last 15. So a lot of our concentration in these games is going to be, let's stay focused in the last 15 minutes of the game.
What other things can you do to kind of not necessarily replicate that, but get guys ready for something of that nature?
Again, you can't. There's not a whole lot you can do except for playing 90-minute games. I mean, obviously, one of the things we're going to have to look at doing is there's got to be a little bit of rotation right away, because there's certain guys early in the season are not guys who can come and play 2 games in 4 days, 2 games in 5 days, or as it works out. So we got to maybe shift things around a little bit, rotate a little bit, not everybody, but a couple of guys, and make sure we keep our freshest guys. I mean, obviously, Mario Martinez right now has played a lot of games. He's already played, 3-4 90-minute games, so he's okay. Brad's already played a 90-minute game. Eddie hasn't played a 90-minute game, but, pushed in a longer camp. So those guys are okay, in terms of 90-minute games. But the other guys, are certain guys who are just naturally fit, like an Alonso and people like that. But the others we got to see.
In the game, the session you had today, get the 99, what was kind of the focus of that? What kind of things were you guys working on?
Today we're just trying to work again on possession of the ball, but also changing the ball to the other side of the field at the right time, getting the movement and making sure when we lost the ball that there was cover, because it's a smaller field, so you get punished, and the one team got punished early on not having the cover. And so that was something we were able to talk about. And then after that, in the next game, they didn't get punished because they rotated in from the weak side. So sometimes, if you work on it in an exercise, they sort of believe it, but they don't believe it when you work on it in games and the other team bangs a goal. It sinks home a little better.
Tanzania, the land of Kilimanjaro, Zanzibar, and the Serengeti.